Ready for an authentic Western dude ranch vacation where you and your family can enjoy the great outdoors? Ride horses over spectacular mountains. Fish the cold water streams of the Rocky Mountains. Create lifelong memories and have the time of your life? Well then, partner, saddle up and head to Grand Colorado, about an hour west of Denver, to one of the most special places on earth, Tumbling River Ranch. From the moment you drive up through the Tumbling River Gate, you'll know this is a special place. Owned, operated, and staffed by Scott and Megan Dugan, their exceptional staff, whose only goal is to make this the most special vacation of your life. Why, at Tumbling River, the focus is on the family, and especially the kids. They know if the kids are engaged and enjoying themselves, the adults can relax and enjoy their vacation as well. But what's a week at Tumbling River Ranch really like? Well, it starts with a get-together at the Pioneer Club to introduce the staff and the guests, and to give an overview of the week's events and activities so everyone knows exactly what they're getting into.
We have a masseuse who comes in and a couple other things that are coming up quick that we have to sign up for tonight. First thing we want to do is introduce you to our great staff.
Bright and early Monday morning, Scott and the Wranglers provide a safety orientation and riding instruction for all riders. Shoot, they want your riding experience to be the safest possible, and all begins with comprehensive riding instruction and practice sessions well before you even leave the arena. Safety, instruction, and knowing you and your horse are a good fit for each other are of utmost importance.
We started doing these clinics about 10 years ago because we found that if we spent a little bit of time with everybody on their horses before we went out on the trail, that we could make everyone a little bit more comfortable. And secondly, we could help you guys understand how to be a little bit more gentle with the horses.
Head Wrangler Dave Carpenter talks about the riding program at Tumbling River.
We kind of start our week at Tumbling River a few days before the guests show up. We go over the horse lists, your experience, height, weight, that kind of stuff. We try to match you up with your horses where it's appropriate with you. Once you get here on Sunday, we go through orientation, kind of what happens through the week on the ranch. Then Monday morning, we have a clinic over at the arena, and what that does is kind of go through our riding, get you more comfortable with the ride, make sure that we matched you up with the correct horse, because you will have the same horse throughout the week. Once we get through with our orientation in the arena, we will go on an orientation ride, which is a fairly easy ride, about an hour and a half. Kind of come back, we adjust saddles, stirrups, that kind of stuff, make sure we're all comfortable to start our week off. Come Tuesday, we go on what we call a brunch ride. You can do an early morning ride, which leaves about 7 o'clock in the morning. Well, we go up around Timberline, about 3.5 hours. give or take, to get to brunch. We meet up in the hills at the top of the ranch. We also have a couple of shorter rides that come up when it's convenient for them. Sometimes we keep it in families, sometimes we kind of split it up with a kids ride.
The riding's spectacular, and you're sure to see deer, elk, and other wildlife along the trails. Not to mention some of the most spectacular mountain vistas to be seen anywhere. Your ranch ambassador, intrepid trail scout Sunny, typically leads the way, when she's not resting up for her next trail ride. Shoot, this is the best looking group of Wranglers you'll ever see. But maybe you'd rather go fishing in the abundant streams of the pond in front of Pueblo House. These guys nearly bagged their limit in a few minutes and can enjoy them later as a meal. For those interested in snagging the real trophies, a trip to the local Boxwood Gulf Fishing Resort will have you mastering the fly rod and fighting the big ones in minutes, under the expert guidance of local professional fishing guides.
Oh my gosh! Holy trout! Oh my goodness!
Good.
Woo!
Look at the size of that guy.
I'm so excited! I caught a fish! See how big she is?
Whoa, is she excited or what?
Wait.
Hi, baby.
Yeah, you got it.
Hi there, pretty girl. Are you a girl or a boy?
It's a girl.
Hi there, beautiful.
What's special about a Dude Ranch vacation is it's a chance for kids to get back in the woods and experience what it's like to be out in nature. We here are in the middle of 900,000 acres of Pike National Forest, and it's hard for kids to find some open space anymore. And I think that the parents of these kids grew up playing out in the woods and riding horses, camping, doing all kinds of things like that. We've sort of moved away from that, and a Dude Ranch vacation gives you a great opportunity to have a piece of that back.
The kids at a Dude Ranch get to experience things at home that they would never get to do. They get to meet a horse and pet a horse and saddle a horse. They get to play in our critter pen. They get to meet other kids outside of their neighborhood and their home. They get to experience the mountains. They get to experience beautiful vistas that they've never seen. The entire time having freedom and experiences you just don't get anywhere else. I know for us, for our family, one of the most exciting things about running a Dude Ranch is having our kids be at Tumbling River and get to meet other kids and get to meet our staff. Our staff are incredible role models for the kids today, and our kids get to play every single day outside and get to be with animals in a really easy environment. It's just a really old-fashioned kind of childhood. It's wonderful.
Here, things just happen. Kids get on a horse and go out on a ride, and it may be a beautiful sunny day, it may be a overcast rainy day. It's all part of the experience. Kids, especially in our teen program, get to go out and have an overnight camp out and up high in the mountains, and there's something magical that happens there. It's hard to imagine growing up and not getting to go on a camp out, and that's the kind of thing that happens at a Dude Ranch.
On the overnight ride, guests get to dine out at 11,500 feet, surrounded by spectacular mountain scenery. Guests arrive here on horseback, and the horses enjoy a good roll after that ride. Whoa, looks like the horses are coming into camp for the French onion soup. Who can blame them? Everything tastes better at this altitude.
You also get incredible family memories. One of the most exciting things for Scott and I when we book the ranch is we get to hear what the families want out of this vacation. And then when they get here, we get to do that. We get to see them laughing in our talent show and square dancing when they never thought they would square dance before. We get to see people catch their first fish and get on a horse for the very first time or take a horse to a new level, which they haven't ever done before. The family memories gained at a dude ranch are incredible. You can't replicate them anywhere else in the world. You're in an enclosed space, the food is great, the fun is never ending. It's just a vacation that cannot be beat.
To experience some real history, guests can make the trip north to Georgetown and ride the historic Georgetown Loop Railroad, drawn by an authentic coal-fired, steam-powered locomotive. This is one trip the entire family's going to enjoy. This old-fashioned, family-run shop is not to be believed, with an incredible assortment of homemade candies made right on the premises.
This is I'm making some butter pecan fudge.
That's a jawbreaker.
And homemade ice cream is something no one can pass up, especially an old-timer like me. Psst, piece of advice. Go for the spearmint chocolate chip. As evening settles in, you'll be treated to an outdoor barbecue where the best ribs in the country can be found.
Yeah, we got it.
Lose 10 pounds on this vacation.
And if you're not too full afterwards, friendly game of soccer might ensue, where the rules get stretched a bit. And it's probably the only place you'll see soccer played in cowboy boots. But it's Colorado. When you're worn out from soccer, you can sit around a campfire making some s'mores and listening or sing along with one of the best cowboy singers east of the Continental Divide. And if you're still not worn out from all the day's activities, the family can take a hayride through the mountains. Uh-oh. Here come some bandits in hot pursuit of the hayride. If you want to know what happens next, well, partner, you'll just have to book a week at Tumbling River Ranch.
So, Laney, what is your favorite part about the kids program at the ranch here at Tumbling River?
Well, all the activities, there's so many different variety of things to do at the ranch. I think the activities are so much fun. Like, we have a little mountain called Star Mountain that we hike up and do a scavenger hunt. And we can paint with all the nature and
Like you make arts and crafts with natural things you collect?
Right, like leaves and flowers. And also horseback riding, of course, because that is one of the main things we do. And I love riding the horses.
What about the rodeo? You've been in the rodeo as a participant since you were 3 years old?
Yes, the rodeo never gets old. It's always fun because you feel really excited when you just are out there on the horse, because it kind of feels like you're flying when you go around those barrels, or it just gets your heart rate up, and I just love that.
While you won't be spending much time indoors with all the events and activities that can be held at Tumbling River Ranch, the accommodations are comfortable, rustic, and relaxing. The Pueblo House, originally built by the Coors family of brewing fame, is an architectural masterpiece of southwestern Indian art and ambiance. Or anyone who'd like to wake up, sit on the porch with a cup of coffee, and watch the mountains reflected in the local pond. Shoot, you can sit on your porch at night under a canopy of 1 billion stars and let the sounds of the nearby rushing streams just lull you to sleep. Does it get any better than this? And the food, oh, the food. Not only will you enjoy the selection and variety of foods prepared by Chef Clint, but you'll also enjoy them all over the ranch. There's a poolside lunch. A breakfast cookout, my favorite. Bacon. And we guarantee you, these are the best eggs you'll have anywhere, all prepared in a little skillet they call Big Al.
That good?
Oh yeah, we can't forget the fajita lunch cookout in the forest. Well, you ride your horses to the campsite, enjoy fajitas under a canopy of lodgepole pines by a nearly stream. And you'll marvel at the fancy dinners where Clint and his staff really get to strut their stuff.
Okay, so when people come to a dude ranch, in my mind, I think they're picturing cornbread and ham and beans and simple rustic food. But what I really want to do is show them like fine dining. I mean, what I really love working about here, I mean, it's my 3rd year here, but there was a 5-year hiatus where I did other dude ranches, I did other ski resorts, I did several other seasonal jobs traveling around the West. A lot of places, due to the remote location, will buy frozen fish or pre-cut frozen steaks because, to save money and to kind of cut corners because, hey, it's just a dude ranch. But here, as cliche as it may sound, we literally don't spare any expense. I mean, so when I'm ordering my food, I don't have to worry about, I need this to be frozen or whatever. No, I say, I'll take the prime tenderloin, I'll take the fresh Atlantic salmon, I'll take the organic blueberries, whatever. And I think that really makes a difference in the final product that we put out to our guests. And the guests especially, even if they're not, foodies or whatever you want to call it, they can literally, they'll say, wow, this is definitely a step above, where we stayed last year. And that's a really good feeling. Also, I think it's a level of comfort that we want to build with our guests. We keep a lot of open communication with us before they even arrive. For example, concerns pertaining to food allergies or dietary restrictions or something like that, where we talk, we email, we call, we make sure we have everything that, for example, someone might have a child who has to carry an EpiPen because of, certain allergies. And, to tell the mother that don't worry, we've got this taken care of. You know, like our baker will, we'll take care of this, we'll take care of this. No matter what, you have nothing to worry about. And when you can actually show it to them and say, here's your weekly menu, we'll take care of this specifically for you, for your family, just the look of relief they get on their face is really nice, and I think they really appreciate that.
Tumbling River Ranch has some of the best staff in the world who are not only committed to singing that you and your family have the time of your life, but are also a very talented group, as demonstrated at the end of the week performances and skits where everyone gets into the act. And if that wasn't enough, they can also offer hiking trails, whitewater rafting, square dancing. Not to worry, partner, they'll teach you. Yoga, massages, and, well, you'll just have to see it all for yourself and discover what makes Tumbling River such a special place. Creating memories that'll last for generations. If it's maximum fun and worth doing, you'll find it at Tumbling River Ranch. Scott and Megan, their family, and all the staff at Tumbling River invite you to come as a guest and leave as a family member. You'll find everything you could want to enjoy as a family, all at one special location, Tumbling River Ranch. Saddle up, partner. This place is special. All right, guys. What's the best ranch in Colorado?
Tumbling River Ranch! Tumbling River Ranch!
Tumbling River Ranch.